In studio to talk about all this is Midas Touch legal analyst Dina Dahl. Welcome to The Story Is for the first time. Quite the backstory here. I mean, so give us a little update on in terms of what's the context here.
Well, so they found the body of this 14-year-old girl, Celeste Rivas Hernandez, back in September. They say that her body had actually been in the car for months. She evidently had been dismembered, put into 2 different cadaver bags, and was badly decomposed by the time the police found her. And then she had been missing for nearly a year and a half before they found her body.
Wow. And so David is this music star who's an up-and-comer. His music's featured in Fortnite, so that's why so many people know him. Has millions and millions of followers on TikTok and all over the place. And there were streams on Twitch of David and Celeste together, with some of the commenters commenting that they were, you know, boyfriend and girlfriend. And the fact is, she was 14 years old or 13 years old during this whole thing.
Absolutely. I mean, we are hearing, not from the LAPD, they're very buttoned up about this case, but we are hearing other sources that they may have had a relationship. In fact, she may have told her teacher before she disappeared that she was leaving with her boyfriend, David. So there seemed to be some sort of pre-existing relationship with the singer prior to the fact that she was killed.
And apparently they also had matching tattoos as well. And so all that is being investigated. But when we heard back in September that her body was found in his car, a lot of people were thinking, well, he would be arrested then. Why is he being arrested now so much later?
I think there's a few key reasons. One, of course, is the state that they found her body. You know, the medical examiner has to show that there was a homicide here, the cause of death, because of how decomposed she was. That may have taken some time. You know, if they want to charge him with murder versus just disposing of a body, let's say, that probably took a while. Also, his fame. There was a similar case, a murder charge against a rapper out of Florida, if you remember YNW Melly. And in that case, the prosecutor said that his cell phone was at the location of the murder. But he said, well, this is a community phone. You can't, everybody in my entourage, let's say, uses this phone. You can't pin this on me. And there's a very similar, you know, the prosecutors are well aware of this. A lot of people in his entourage may very well have also used that car. Being registered to him may not have been enough because of his fame.
And so you're saying that could be a big part of his defense, right? That, look, everybody used this car. It wasn't me.
Exactly. And so that's why they most likely convened this grand jury. They didn't need to do it for charging him, although the charges that he will have are coming out Monday, maybe more than just murder for all we know, but probably for investigative purposes. Because of this entourage, because of the idea that a story might develop, let's say, about who had the car and when, and people may be getting pressured to change stories, they are pinned down testimony from his friends prior to them knowing what the police and prosecutor had in the case.
Wow. And another interesting factoid, which I don't think would be used necessarily in court, is that he had a lot of music about violence. He had a song called Romantic Homicide about a dead girl who was killed after a relationship. He had another song called One More Dance, where in the music video, he put his body in the trunk of his car. Of course, her body eventually found in the trunk of his car. So interesting, sort of weird connections here, and we'll learn a lot more on Monday, as you said. But Dina Dahl, thank you for coming in tonight from Midas Touch. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.